And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you very much. We know Rudy Gobert is ultra-competitive, but he knows it's not about winning his individual matchup. He said, it's a 5-on-5 game, a team concept. That's always been my mindset. Obviously, I take pride in being the best defensive player in this league, but I play to win. That's my focus. Kevin?
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. Well, we've seen some head coaching changes, Greg. We're early in the season. How long does it take to fully implement, do you think, a new system with a new coach?
You know, it's a tough question, Kevin. It really can depend on how difficult or complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Wing pairing for him, it's George and Leonard. Morris is out there with Ibaka, and it's Williams at the point guard position. And for Utah, in and up at the forwards, it's Ingles along with Bogdanovich. Conley in the backcourt with Mitchell as well. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. And here are the Jazz now. It's stolen by Ibaka. Williams with the ball. Dishes it to Ibaka. Clippers moving the ball around. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Now the pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got the opening basket of the game for the Clippers.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Here's Mitchell. And that's an air ball. Not even close. Conley against Williams. Outside Leonard from downtown. Rebound by Mitchell. Last outing for the Clippers. They won that game against the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
Conley feeling it out. Back to Gobert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
When Gobert gets in deep, that's often your best option, is to wrap him up and send him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Shooting 2. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
That free throw, no good.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league. What you have to love about Gobert, he's improved across the board. We're even seeing it at the line.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be. He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
Lets it go from 11, and it's the Clippers scoring again. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Conley dishes to Bogdanovich. Ingles kicks to Bogdanovich. Good on the triple.
One of the main weapons Bogdanovich brings, a dead-eye three-point shooter with impressive range.
Ibaka with the screen on Conley. From the left block, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Williams. Leonard's got 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now, here's Mitchell, and he drives in. The shot's good.
Oh, that's easy offense. Hard to stay in front of Mitchell. It takes a collective effort defensively.
Bounce pass from Williams. Here's Leonard. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Ingles passes to Mitchell. Gobert with a screen on George. Here's Mitchell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
The first free throw is good. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
And stolen by Williams. Drives to the hoop. And the slam by Williams.
The thing about Lou Williams, he sort of glides around, then suddenly he hits the turbojets.
Shoots from 14, and it's off the back rim, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Pass to Leonard. Over Ingles. Leonard, no luck.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Bogdanovich passes to Mitchell. Over in the corner, Conley. Passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And when Gobert cuts like that, it's over for the defense. For a big man, his mobility is unreal.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game. Kennard finds Ibaka. Williams against Conley. Williams gets the bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Pass to Mitchell. Gobert with a screen on Kennard. Conley with a wide open look. Here's Gobert, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
Morris with the screen for Leonard. The Clippers rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Free throw good for Morris.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
And the Jazz making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. That one misses.
I mean, not only does Bogdanović stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range.
Oh, here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation. I got a feeling Donovan Mitchell will be watching this highlight over and over and over.
To the paint, stolen by Clarkson. Kicks it to Bogdanović. Outside Conley. Gobert the pass to Mitchell. Driving in, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
If you're the defense, not much you can do. Donovan Mitchell had his mind made up. Bad intentions.
Ibaka with the screen on Clarkson. And that one's good. Leonard.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Conley the pass to Mitchell. That's tipped. Now here's Kennard. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. The feed to Ibaka. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Rugged finish by Serge. Takes the hit, converts through it for a potential and one.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. That still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team. Oh, from the Republic of Congo, Serge Ibaka, Dikembe Mutombo, and Bismack Biyombo. A lot of big man talent.
The pass to Leonard. Ibaka outside. Got a piece of it. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
So it's the Jazz now. It's a 10-point game. Mitchell dishes to Clarkson. Niang kicks to Clarkson. Another miss by Utah. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And here's Kennard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Beverly wide open. His three-pointers off the mark.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Mitchell against Kennard. And it's Mitchell missing. Los Angeles leading by 10. Up top, Leonard. Covered by Mitchell. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
Here are the top shooters from deep this month. These guys have been raining down threes lately. Well, you look at Kennard, third in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down. And, of course, Marcus Morris. Clippers on defense, leading by 12. Favors passes to Mitchell. Zubats against Favors. The dish to Clarkson. 5 on the clock.
All right, a chance to check out numbers for Kennard. Good season for him last year. Put up about 15 points per, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
For sure, things can get stagnant without that spark plug. He always seems to supply points for them in bunches.
That free throw, good from Kennard.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Leonard inside. O'Neal's there. Jazz trail by 10, and Utah turns it over again.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Leonard. Last season, he played outstanding. 6th in steals, 8th in scoring, and ranked in the top 15 in free throw percentage. Tremendous confidence and technique at the line.
And like a thief in the night, he will pick your pocket clean. Top 10 in steals, as you said last year. Always a threat to cause a turnover. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Mitchell missing. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Patterson a screen on O'Neal. Leonard inside, guarded by O'Neal. Pass to Kennard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tools, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
No good on the free throw.
The sharpshooter Kennard is valuable. A guy who stretches the floor and works very hard.
The Jazz making a switch here as Azubuike's checked in. So he comes up empty at the line.
Very surprising he couldn't capitalize on those shots. You don't see that often.
O'Neal with it. Guarded now by Patrick Patterson. As Azubuike dishes to Mitchell. And the rejection by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
And the shot goes in.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And Azubuike kicks to Niang, driving to the basket. That one's not going to go.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Beverly. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Inside. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes it to Favors. Now O'Neal. Here's Mitchell. Got it. Good job in the low post. Mitchell's got 9 points.
Off contact, to me, when you're talking about Donovan Mitchell, that toughness for a young fella is on full display.
Bucket is good.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Clippers ahead. They lead by 12. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently spoke about the team's progress.
Everybody had their expectations of what we should be or will be, but at the end of the day, you know, we got to be able to focus on us, you know. Obviously, we went through a little bit of a rough patch. You know, we're still figuring things out, but we can make adjustments and continue to build. And I think we're playing great basketball. I think we're doing things the right way.
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
In and up at the forwards, it's Ingles along with Bogdanovich. O'Neal is out there with Conley, and it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. That's the group right now for Utah.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. It's stolen by Ingles. Conley with it. George picks him up. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Pass to Gobert. Bogdanovich up top. And it's off from three-point range. Clippers leading by 10. And the wide open shot from Morris. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
The pass to O'Neal. Conley left side. It's blocked. In the corner, George with it. There's the three. Misses that one. He's made one and missed two this game so far. Outside Conley. Knocked away. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
And you look at Morris, he's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend, but, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Leonard with no one around. Rebound, Utah.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Conley, the pass to O'Neal. With his first shot attempt, and the shot is long. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only given up 2 points this quarter. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
He's off on the second.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
He had a nice open look right there. Clarkson's got 6.
You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
The 3 from George. Mike Conley with the rebound. Jazz trailed by 11. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Mike Conley makes just enough of these to keep the defense honest.
Williams passes to Kabengele. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his second foul of the game.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Jazz on D. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Williams looking over the floor.
And thanks to that cold second quarter, they're down to just over 30% from three-point range. It hasn't cost them the lead yet.
Gobert with a screen on George. Here's Clarkson. And good that time. Clarkson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Williams with the ball. His last outing, he had 18 points. Pass to George. There's the triple. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now here's Conley. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And it's Kabengele with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
George passes to Kabengele. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Bogdanovich. The shot, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. George dishes to Williams. And here is Conley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Lou Williams.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner. And in 2019, was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
That one is off. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Well, so far, this cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead.
Clarkson finds Conley. Here's Favors. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Kennard, the pass to Zubac. George against Clarkson. To end the drought. It doesn't go for him. So Utah will take it the other way.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Ingles kicks to Gobert. He dishes it to Favors. Here's Clarkson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Clippers leading by 5. Ibaka right side. And the 3-ball is good. Ibaka's got 5 now.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Here is Conley. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Clippers go the other way with it.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Now Favors. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Clarkson with the ball. He takes it in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Passes it to Kennard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Favors passes to Conley. He kicks it to Clarkson. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response. Oh! Fouling to try and stop the shot, but PG-13 with terrific body control makes him pay. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC, 5 first-round picks, and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Azubuike's checked in, and it's George Niang in for Joe Ingles. George, no good on the free throw.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
To the middle, here's Zubac. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
And Favors kicks to Mitchell. Dishes to Clarkson. Here's Favors. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Azubuike is screen on Beverly. Here's Niang.
I love the way George can move his feet and challenge the shot without fouling.
Kennard against Clarkson. Kennard the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Now, here's Mitchell. 9 points in the game so far. Going inside. Crossed up the D perfectly. Clarkson's got 17.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Beverly dishes to George. Zubac with the screen for George. Rebounded by the Jazz. Mitchell in the corner. From the arc. He can't get that one, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Now, here's George. T right on him. He doesn't hit that one. Favors with a screen on George. To the inside. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And the focus of Favors, calmly taking the hit and finishing the basket off.
And getting traded from Utah to New Orleans last year, Favors became a grounding force for a very young Pelicans team.
Yeah, and Derek Favors knows what it's like to be that rookie coming in, having a lot of physical ability and facing high expectations. He did a great job, in my opinion, providing veteran leadership, and personally, he had one of his more productive years overall.
That one misses for Favors.
You know, the shooting ability of Derek Favors combined with his size makes him a hard matchup for most defenses.
And Beverly kicks to Zubac. And here's Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
Pass to Clarkson. Mitchell with it. Guarded now by Patrick Patterson.
I mean, elite-level athleticism. Donovan Mitchell attacking the rim. So exciting to watch greatness develop.
Here's George. Looking to get it go. Oh, wow!
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
George, no good on the free throw. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Clippers lead by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. SRO, standing room only.
Ooh, nice.
I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Got Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, it's a heads-up, unselfish game they're playing. Their passing has been very sharp, and nobody is standing still. Guys are moving and finding open shots.
Shaq, what's your take on Utah so far?
It's the work they've done in the paint that's impressed me the most. A lot of their points have come from the inside. They need to keep that production in the post coming in the second half.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Taking a look at Los Angeles, the stars of this team on the wing, George and Leonard. Baca is out there with Marcus Morris, and it's Williams at the 1. 6 to shoot, and Bogdanovich throws it down.
Yeah, I love how adept Bogdanovich is in these sets. Fantastic at just getting space to shoot in that pick and roll.
Leonard with the ball, now guarded by Bogdanovich, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
That free throw, no good. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I'll tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Here's Mitchell. He is hauled in by Paul George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Morris, and there's the drive. The shot that time, not on target. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. They trail by 3. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, "We've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time." Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks.
That's the result of hard work. Mitchell just gets better and better off the bounce.
Ibaka with the screen on Conley. And there's the pass to Leonard. Over Mitchell. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Mitchell looking it over. Gobert the pass to Ingles. Here is Conley. Here's Mitchell. Gobert trying to get open. They get the rebound. And slam dunk by Gobert. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up. But it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
I mean, simply an incredible postseason performance from Donovan Mitchell. The team went out in the first round, but he put the scoring load on his back. One of the best displays of offense I've ever seen in the postseason.
You know, Greg, you look at the numbers that Mitchell put up in that series. Simply amazing.
I mean, he was putting up 40, 50-point games like it was nothing. At times, the guy looked unguardable. Truly one of the young stars to come out of the Orlando bubble.
That one falls. Leonard's got 21 in the game.
He is in the zone tonight. Kawhi is carrying this offense.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Bogdanovich, no luck.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Leonard with the bucket.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Now Conley. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Lets it go with the three. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's George trying to get open as Ibaka. And it's George missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Conley kicks to Gobert. Back to Conley. George against Mitchell. And it's sent back by Leonard. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game. And he is not about to give up an easy look.
Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. And the Clippers with a change here too. Kevin Gelly's checked in. Here's Conley. Out to Favors. Here's Mitchell. No good from outside.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Outside Leonard. Williams sets a screen for Leonard. Looking for Ibaka. He gets it there. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
I'll tell you, for a veteran, Ibaka still gets sky high on these alley-oops.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Mitchell against George. Mitchell kicks to Conley. Takes a three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George has got 6 rebounds in the game. Williams for 3. And Derek Favors pulls it down. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah. Williams against Conley. Outside Favors. Here's the 3. And it's Mitchell missing. LA has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Williams against Conley. The shot by George, wide open. And a miss there on the triple.
Still trying to shoot his way out of this funk. But if it doesn't come within the flow of the offense, the whole team suffers.
Bogdanovich passes to Mitchell. They get it back, and there's Gobert putting it right back in. And the Jazz lead by 2.
Stand with it, and Gobert with the high-flying tip dunk.
Ibaka with a screen on Bogdanovich. Inside, and Ibaka slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Mitchell outside. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 5 assists in the game.
And that's his second triple of the game. Hadn't hit any in the first half. Maybe they made an adjustment at the break.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley comes in for Williams. And Ibaka kicks to Zubac. Beverley with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Took the opportunity when he saw it. George has got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Mitchell finds Clarkson, and there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul, and Utah making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Jazz passing it around. Favors dishes to Mitchell. And stolen by Patterson. Beverley deciding where to go with it. To the paint. Zubac kicks to George for the lead. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Pass to Gobert. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
The length of Gobert causes the defense plenty of problems. He's very clever at drawing fouls on his shots.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Clippers.
What tremendous passing we've seen from them today. A very unselfish performance all around.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
A free throw drops for Gobert. He's perfect from the line this time. LA's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. The pass to Zubac. From deep, George. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
The 3 from George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Pass to Clarkson. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And let's go to our leaderboard. Instant offense is the specialty of these guys. The highest scoring shooting guards of the past month. The 4th spot held by Paul George. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. George Niang, he's checked in for Utah. Clippers with the ball. Passes it to Beverley. Down low. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
I love this about Patrick Beverley. He's just a fighter. He's never going to back down.
Now, here's Mitchell. 22 points for him. It's hauled in by Beverly. Los Angeles leading by 6. The three from George. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got 15 points in just the second half.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Clarkson passes to Mitchell. O'Neal a screen on Beverly. Just 5 to shoot. To halt the run. And it's Mitchell missing. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Patterson a screen on Mitchell. Beverly the pass to Patterson. Clarkson against George. No good that time. And Utah the other way now. And here's Clarkson. 17 points in the game. Good work there as it goes. Clarkson's got 19 points.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Beverly the pass to George. And it's George again missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Niang. Off target from outside.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Back to George. Feeds away. Rebound, Utah. 1:36 left in the third quarter of the game. Clarkson dishes to Favors. Here's Mitchell. They set the pick. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And Utah making a change here. As Azubuike's checked in, and then for Los Angeles. Marcus Morris is checked in for Patterson. And it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George. 1:15 left to play in the third. Here's Kennard. Rebound collected by Clarkson. Jazz trailed by 7. Poked away. It's stolen by Morris. Now Kennard. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Clarkson against Kennard. Azubuike a screen on Kennard. Clippers leading by 9. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact, now going to the line to try and add one more.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
Here's Clarkson. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Mitchell finds Clarkson. Into the lane. Here's Niang. The Jazz again can't hit it. Ingles against Leonard. Zubac's a screen on Ingles. And here's Leonard from 3. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Clippers on top. They lead by 12. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Conley in the backcourt with Mitchell as well. In and up at the forwards, it's Ingles along with Bogdanovich. And it's Azubuike in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Williams passes to Leonard. From outside, off the mark.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Here's Leonard. Tries yet again, and the layup is up and in. Leonard's got 27 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Pass to Ingles. Azubuike with the ball. Takes the 13-footer. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Azubuike with the ball. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Yeah, but it will be soon if they don't start cutting into this deficit.
Leonard with the steal. All alone. And finished off by Leonard.
Always up there among the leaders in steals. Leonard gets his team out in transition.
Conley the pass to Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Here's Leonard. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. Leonard's got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Azubuike a screen on Kennard. Mitchell's shot is good.
Doesn't matter to the great offensive players who's guarding them. And Donovan Mitchell is trying to become one of them.
Kennard kicks to Leonard. Williams against Azubuike. Ibaka. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to. He has gotten into a terrific groove here, trying to wheel his team back into this.
The pass to Leonard. Now, here's Ingles. And here's Azubuike. Kicks it to Conley. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And that one, good.
A more physical player at this stage of his career. Bojan is not bothered by the contact on that shot.
Here's Williams. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. Now Conley. Mitchell outside. Bogdanovich passes to Mitchell. Paul George with the steal. Ibaka dishes to Leonard. Over Ingles. Here's Morris. Good D by Bogdanovich. Jazz trail by 10. Conley with it. The dish to Bogdanovich. Here he goes. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Now here's Leonard. Ibaka with a screen on Ingles. Leonard attacking and finished off by Leonard.
That time he kept it himself. Leonard playing a chess game on the pick and roll.
And here is Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. He dishes it to Ingles. 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Conley for 3. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And the shot goes in.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. George against Mitchell. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Here's Williams. Trying to get open is Ibaka. Williams can't hit.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
It's stolen by Morris. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Great hustle by Paul, using his speed in the open court. And then, of course, he's an excellent finisher.
One shot.
That free throw good from George. Jazz trail by 17. And the Jazz call time here. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking crew down low. His consistent scoring has dictated the pace of this game. We'll see if they decide to front him, bring a quick double, or maybe even both to try to slow him down.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now this quarter. Ibaka outside. Back to Williams. And here's Leonard from 3. Cans it from downtown. Leonard's got 18 points just in the second half.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Mitchell outside. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
I don't get it. He was so efficient in the first half, 0 turnovers, but since the break, he's been a disaster.
The Jazz making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. Leonard against Ingles. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
You know, when you look at the MVP race each year, most of the candidates were drafted in the top 5, but somehow Kawhi lasted to number 15.
And he's good on the second. Jazz trail by 18. Now Clarkson. Conley with the screen on George. Here's Clarkson. Gobert. It's good on the putback.
It's his work ethic. Gobert has done everything he can to become a threat offensively.
Williams kicks to Ibaka. Dishes it to Leonard. Outside for George. The three-pointer, no good. For Utah, they've got more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Here's Clarkson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
The first one falls.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Greg, last season was kind of a rough one, very turbulent for the NBA. The China controversy, the passing of David Stern, Kobe Bryant, and finally the COVID pandemic. Other than that, it was kind of uneventful.
Yeah, I mean, an incredibly tough year. And,
wow.
You know, you just go back to March, and who would have ever thought we would go through what we went through? And you talked about all the other issues, David Stern and Kobe both passing. You know, I'm just hopeful we get a return to normality, because that sounds pretty good right about now.
It sure does. Williams passes to Leonard. Back to Williams. Ibaka in the post. He's covered by Bogdanovic. Shots good by Ibaka.
Completely on his game. Hasn't missed a shot all night. A big part of why this team is winning.
Pass to Gobert. Takes it inside, and it's blocked by Ibaka. Clock at 4. Here's Ingles. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. It's Ibaka, that time on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight. Here's Clarkson. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's blocked by Ibaka. Williams with the ball. To the middle. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. And he gets the bucket.
Timeout.
Leonard's got 39.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
And the new G League Pro Team, Smitty, signed a number of 5-star high school basketball players. How do you think this is going to impact the college game?
Well, I think it's going to impact it, Kevin. You miss out on those stars, for sure. But I think you'll get more guys that'll play 2, 3, 4 years in college, which will give college basketball more consistency. I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants, keeps the ball moving.
Bounce pass from Williams. Fades back. Leonard, no luck. Jazz trailed by 19. Passes to Bogdanovich. The Jazz working the ball around now. Ingles with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. That'll put Joe Ingles on the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there. And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
I mean, an incredible story how Joe Ingles has gotten to this point. A lot of it's been resiliency, and a lot of it has been sacrifice.
Zubac kicks to Williams. Outside Leonard takes the three. The rebound by the Jazz. Conley's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Clippers.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Leonard.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Ingles dishes to Bogdanovich. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Ingles against Leonard. In the corner, it's Morris. Drains the three-pointer. And the Clippers lead by 19.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Off target at the rim. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.